With the coronavirus situation, you'll have seen what's happened with Spurs this week and what Antonio Conte's having to deal with and what he said on the matter. Because a similar thing happened here at Villa before your time, last season. But the Premier League have told us that clubs have reverted to, quote, emergency COVID protocols around training grounds and stadiums. What are you doing? What have you changed? And is it a worry for you?
Well, to be honest with you, we've always remained very safe around the facilities, and we've always stuck to a certain level of ruling to protect ourselves and protect each other. I had a conversation last night with Christian Perslow. He's going to come down on Monday and address the players in more detail. But we have been obviously told and warned that things are changing all the time, and just to be careful and look after ourselves. Yeah.
Is it a worry for you?
I think it's always a concern for myself and every manager. We obviously sympathise with Antonio in his situation. There's been a situation here prior before I came, and at my previous job, you've always got that little lingering paranoia about the what ifs, and it is a virus that is not gone. We're not through the woods, and it's changing all the time. So you've always got to be on your toes and be as careful as you can, because you don't want to be in a situation where you're losing players, which obviously affects points. So we need to remain really diligent and make sure that the players are, doing everything they can as well to protect each other.
Heading back to Anfield, I don't know whether that brings a smile, a grimace, or whatever on your face. I mean, it's something we've been talking about since you got the job, because it was the fixture that leapt out at everybody for obvious reasons. I mean, look, you said when you left Liverpool in 2015 that you couldn't contemplate lining up against them. So you'd never play for another Premier League team. Is it going to feel different as a manager lining up against them?
Well, I think I've certainly stuck to that promise in terms of from a playing point of view. For me, listen, I really respect and understand all the noise around the game for obvious reasons, because I'm going back to a club that I spent many years there. So it brings a smile to my face for a couple of reasons. One, because I've got obviously a good relationship with a lot of people at the club. I had a fantastic time there, a really good journey. I'm a local boy. It's the team I supported growing up, and I always will support that team. Of course I will. But at the same time, it brings a smile to my face because I've got the opportunity to go there and compete against a good team, a good manager, with the opportunity to try and win the game, and that's my only main focus. I think the noise is for other people to get excited about. For me, it's about preparing the team in the best way I can to try and get a positive result for Aston Villa, and that's the way I will be. And everyone in that stadium will know me well enough to know what I'm about and what I'm going to Anfield for.
I want to ask you about Jurgen Klopp finally. I mean, you never got to play under him. Obviously, you missed out on that by a few months. But you worked under him as under-18s coach, and you talked a little bit about the influence he had on you back then. Tell us about that influence. How much has he influenced and guided you? And just how good a manager is he in terms of the elite managers in the world football at the moment?
I don't think you've done your research too well, Rob, because I played for Jurgen Klopp in Australia in an exhibition match in front of 50,000, and he addressed the players. It actually felt like he was my manager for 24 hours, and it was a fantastic experience. Listen, it doesn't need me to sit here and talk about Jurgen Klopp. I think the world knows what a fantastic coach he is. He's always been fantastic with me, very supportive, giving me a lot of top advice in terms of the transition from being a player to a coach. He obviously gave me an opportunity to go and coach Liverpool's youth team and under-19s team, which I'll be forever grateful for. But at the end of the day, he knows and I know once that whistle goes at the weekend, I'm going to try and compete in the best way I can and the team can to try and get a result and one over on him. That's the way I am, that's what's inside me, and that's the way I'll approach it.